Hey everyone, I got a new work from home job as a pharmacist. With this new job, it is an office type of job, so there's a lot of sitting, and I just wasn't expecting to have such a sedentary lifestyle after moving to this new position. So I got an under-the-desk treadmill to help me not be as sedentary, and I want to review it with you. Do you also work an office job that's sedentary and feel fatigued and tired all day? You should really try this new under-the-desk treadmill that I got to get healthier, to have less shoulder and back pain, and to just feel better mentally and physically. If you're new here, my name is Michelle, and I'm a pharmacist. I work at home, and I will be incorporating this under-the-desk treadmill into my work vlogs from here on out. First of all, let's talk about why being sedentary is such a bad thing, and why sitting down is pretty much killing us. So sitting over 6 hours a day, which is like most office jobs, is associated with an increased risk of early death. I'm sure you know. It can affect your posture, your mental health, and even your stress levels. When I'm sitting down for extended periods of time, I feel a lot of mental fatigue. So there can really be some adverse effects on breathing, your posture, blood circulation, and not only that, but it also increases the risk of several diseases. These diseases are chronic joint pain, increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. If you also sit a lot at your office desk job, you don't have to get an under-the-desk treadmill. Even just getting 30 minutes of exercise a day would be a huge benefit and would be a great step in the right direction. So what I've done is to reduce the amount of time that I spend sitting, I got a standing desk. And even better, I also got an under-the-desk treadmill. Now, some benefits to the under-the-desk treadmill that I've already seen is that I have a lot less shoulder pain. And you know when you have that existential dread of signing into work and sitting there for 8 hours a day, I no longer have that dread of signing into work and working for my full 8-hour shift. I've also discovered that I have a lot more energy towards the end of my shift. Before, I would be super tired and basically would want to fall asleep at the desk. With this under-the-desk treadmill, I believe it keeps up your energy and helps you to feel more alert throughout the day. It improves my mood and reduces stress levels. When I'm moving, the endorphins are flowing in my brain, and that triggers happy thoughts, happy vibes. It boosts my mood and decreases my anxiety and makes me feel generally healthier mentally. Of course, with movement, it promotes healthy body weight, and there's a lower risk of early death from sitting for so long. I actually got the idea of getting this under-the-desk treadmill from someone on TikTok, and she mentioned her blood work after a year of doing an under-the-desk treadmill has improved significantly based on her triglycerides, her lipid profile, or cholesterol, and basically they all improved after using it for 1 year. Now, this is an under-the-desk treadmill, so when you're working, it's hard to get to a really fast pace in order to make it moderate exercise. So it's still recommended to get moderate exercise 30 minutes a day or 150 minutes a week. Moderate exercise is like an activity that elevates your heart rate. Mine is about 95 to 162 beats per minute, and you can search it on Google to see what heart rate would put you at a moderate exercise level. So personally, I still like to take a brisk walk or a jog in addition to movement throughout the day during my work day. Now it's time to show you how I kind of DIY'd this treadmill desk. I have an under-the-desk treadmill, an anti-fatigue mat, so that if I'm just standing and not doing the treadmill, my heels and my feet don't hurt too much. It can also work as a dampening for the sound of the treadmill that the downstairs apartment neighbor may hear. The mat can kind of dampen the sound of the treadmill. I also have keyboard and wrist rests, and this helps me to not have so much pressure on my wrist and kind of reminds me to lift my wrist when I'm typing or using the mouse. I also have a standing desk, of course. All of these items have helped me to DIY my under-the-desk or treadmill desk situation. It's not too expensive. All of the links are in the description box below. So this is the treadmill, and of course it's not too heavy. I was surprised at how lightweight it was. It's really easily movable, and there's also wheels on the front of the treadmill that can help you move the treadmill easily back and forth from one area to the next. The sound is also not too bad, especially when you're doing it at a lower pace, which you probably would because you're working and it's kind of hard to concentrate if you're going too fast. And especially with the mat, it kind of helps dampen any sound for the downstairs neighbor. Here's a little snippet of the sound of the treadmill that it makes so that you can kind of judge for yourself if it would be appropriate for you. There's also a remote control. It has a play button, a power button, and controls to make it faster and slower. So this really helps during the workday because you don't have to go down onto the floor and adjust the settings, so that you can just use this and control the treadmill that way. It does have a wrist strap here, and it's silicone, so it's pretty good if you get a little sweaty. The one thing about the treadmill is it does turn off after 40 minutes, so you do have to restart it, and I believe it's a safety mechanism, so it is something that you do just have to be aware of if you do buy this treadmill on Amazon. So that's the treadmill. I do have a standing desk. The standing desk is adjustable, so I can adjust it to 4 pre-saved options. Currently I have 3. The first setting is me sitting down in a chair and what's comfortable in that position. Then it's a standing position, which is the other saved position. And then the third position that I have is when I'm on the treadmill. So it's really easy to make sure that I have the right setting right away by just pressing the button on the standing desk. And this is also in my description box if you're interested in buying it. So during the workday, I've been using this for the past couple of days and I'm really enjoying it. I've walked about 1 mile per hour for 3 hours, so that means I walked 3 miles during a workday. So it's pretty nice because I get to do some activity while I'm working at my desk, and it helps save time. If you need to get activity in before or after work, you can just do it during your workday. Of course, like I said, it's good to get 30 minutes of moderate exercise though when you're like sweating and your heart rate is up, so keep that in mind as well. So specifically on TikTok, I've watched other people have an ankle strap that connects to their Apple Watch so that they can put it on their ankle instead of their wrist, because when they're working and just typing on the keyboard, your Apple Watch won't track your steps because you're not moving your arm. So to kind of hack that, they put an adjustable ankle strap onto the Apple Watch and then onto the ankle to help track their steps. I haven't done that yet, and I'm looking to probably do that in the future because it would be good to know how many steps I'm actually taking throughout the day by just going 1 mile per hour. But according to the charts I found online, 3 miles a day is like 2,500 steps for me because I'm like 5 foot 1 inch. And so I'm walking about like 7,500 steps per day, which is more than I was walking before. So honestly, I think that's a win in my book. And any sort of activity over non-activity is great. So personally, I've gotten a lot of benefit out of this under the desk treadmill, which I've mentioned earlier in this video, the benefits, how I've benefited, everything like that. Basically, my mental awareness is on point and I don't dread work. I don't dread sitting in my chair for 8 hours while working. I definitely recommend this setup for your mental and physical health. I'll be doing a lot of work vlogs with this under the desk treadmill, this DIY treadmill desk setup. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow along on my work vlogs so that we can stay connected and share work from home tips with each other. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe to see a lot of work vlogs coming your way with this under the desk treadmill, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!